Marijuana, cannabis or weed, grows well in many of the tropical and temperate areas of the world. It is the most commonly used illegal drug in the USA and other nations, creating a great debate of its legalization nowadays in the USA. Basically, it is the hot topic in the USA news today. Then, why legalization of marijuana is being a hot topic nowadays? Because some people falsely believe that it is safer than the other drugs. Its regulation will increase the tax revenue, and prohibition has failed to control the use and domestic production of marijuana in the USA. Well, although the debate regarding marijuana is initiated in 1937, there is always a controversy to support this act. The national drug policy is trying to reduce the use of marijuana by legalizing it. However, just 31% of Americans are agreed with this action. Medical marijuana. Some people believe that marijuana has positive effects in health and they claim it should be legalized. They believe that it may help fight glaucoma, boost appetites in cancer patients, and reduce nausea, aches, pains for some disease sufferers. Pro-marijuana camps cite many studies and government reports to support their claim that marijuana is beneficial. But how true this claim is, no one knows. We do not have the proof regarding its advantages in medical purposes. Is marijuana really a medicine? Then we need the proof, which hasn't been proven yet. Opponents of marijuana legalization claim that it has many side effects in human health and it is always a dangerous drug. It impairs the capacity of T cells in the lungs, causing low immunity power. It is associated with dependence, poor motor function, respiratory, and mental illness. Cannabis affects our brain directly. The highly essential neurotransmitter dopamine's level is decreased by the use of marijuana, causing poor learning and memorization, motricity, attentiveness, motivation, and emotion. Not only this, the use of marijuana will change the physical appearance drastically in a couple of years. Look at the baby crying weed. Marijuana ruins the school, work, and social lives. Its legalization is related to tardiness, family separation, and higher job turnover rates. It decreases the proactivity and increases the absenteeism in work and school. Therefore, it is better to stay marijuana illegal. Marijuana not only affects the health and social lives. More auto vehicle accidents will cause after legalization of marijuana and increases the drug-impaired driving and more deaths of the use every year. Marijuana, often portrayed as harmless, has increasingly been the cause of deaths that have been reported as accidents and suicides. Marijuana causes physical dependency. If it becomes legalized, more people will crave for it and finish their savings to buy. When people don't have money, they adopt other violent ways such as robbery, murder, human trafficking to satisfy their addiction. Therefore, legalization of marijuana means invitation of social crimes. People believe that legalization of marijuana would lower the price and save money is not practical at all. On the other hand, its legalization will increase the use and create more financial problems nationwide. The government has to spend a lot of budget to resolve the problems created by the legalization of marijuana. From a survey in 2009, 51.9% use alcohol, 23.3% people use tobacco, and 6.6% use marijuana. We know that tobacco and alcohol are already legal substances in the USA. By this figure, we can predict that legalization of marijuana far outpaces the use of alcohol and tobacco. Regulated legal market of marijuana would increase the tax revenue. How true it will be. Out of 185 billion, the government collects only 14.5 billion in alcohol tax revenue. Similarly, just 25 billion is collected over 200 billion for tobacco. Then definitely the government will fail in this task. California, Colorado, and Oregon are the states where marijuana is legalized. Florida has just passed a law to legalize it, but we cannot predict the good future of our nation. If marijuana becomes legalized all over the USA, we will have individual social and economic trade-off, which is definitely a tragedy for all of us. A lot of unexpected things may happen if marijuana becomes legalized in future. Who knows? Anyway, we do not want this injurious substance to be legalized. It is similar to legalized gambling, in which it never reduces the illegal gambling in the USA. Thereby, it is not a smart public policy to legalize marijuana. Voices to support marijuana legalization are based on inaccurate information. In fact, it is always injurious to human health. There is now no doubt that marijuana is a dangerous drug and it is potential for serious harm to young American users. Therefore, legalization of marijuana would be an irresponsible act of the government. It is a nightmare to imagine the day when marijuana becomes legal all over the US. The whole nation will sink under the smoke and we will suffocate for the fresh breath. Marijuana becomes so dominant in the places such as airports, parks, restaurants, and it pushes our children towards the darkness. Marijuana is a drug. It destroys and ruins millions of lives every year. It contains a very harmful substance named tetrahydrocannabinol, which stays beyond the intoxication and causes personality disorder. Then the question arises, why should we legalize something with much harmful potential? If we are responsible citizens of this nation, we just say no to the cannabis, because it is an awful waste of the young lives. People try this drug at a very young age and they ruin their life. If we want the people of this country healthy and wealthy, we just say bye-bye to the marijuana. Marijuana destroys our health and wealth, has negative effect in our society, health, and nation. It avers the love, affection, hopes, and dreams of an individual. Moreover, it ruins the planet and ecosystem too. Therefore, we also appeal to the government not to legalize marijuana under any circumstances.